Okay, so in this next step, I'm going to show you how to set up your domain. Now, there's a number of different ways that the easiest way, if you don't already have a domain set up, is just to use ClickFunnels to buy the domain through them, and then everything's automatically set up, easy. All your payments and purchasing are in one spot. Now, that's the easy way to do it. I actually use GoDaddy for all of my domains, that sort of thing. I don't know why. I just use GoDaddy. So I'm going to show you how to set up your domain through GoDaddy. I assume that you've already got your domain set up somewhere else. That's why I'm going to show you this setup from GoDaddy's perspective. And then I'm going to show you how to set up a CNAME to point your new domain. We're going to use something like Leading Edge Roofing or something for Colton today. But I'm going to take that and I'm going to redirect it to the account, and then we're going to get everything set up. So let's go ahead and walk through that process. Okay, so here I am on GoDaddy. Let's go ahead and type in Leading Edge Roofing. And this premium domain is basically saying that somebody else purchased it for $17 and they're reselling it for $5,000 because it's such a good name. Now, we don't want to use any hyphens in our domain name. For search engine optimization purposes, you want to have the clearest domain name possible. And when you're explaining it to other people, you want to say something simple like, oh, go to roofsandgutters.com or something like that. You also don't want it too long. leadingedgeroofingservices.com. Too much. leadingedgeroofing.co. That's a fantastic domain. I do not worry about the .coms or the .ios or the .nets and .orgs. Everybody is starting to use them these days. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. It's leadingedgeroofing.co, perfect domain name. Oh, look at that, roofing.co, $20,000 domain. It'd be great to have that one. Maybe we can come back and buy that after we close a couple of new customers. Okay, lots of upsells. I don't always opt out. Depends on the domain. No, I don't want to start a website. No thanks, I don't want your email. Let's go ahead and continue the cart. No upsells. Now, I also only do 1 year or purchase out further, although it does help with search engine optimization if you do 5 to 10 years out. So, but if you're going to do that, I always call them and negotiate a deal with them. All right, let's go ahead and check out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up a new account here, and then we're going to enter in the billing information, and we're going to make a payment, and we're completed. So what I'm going to do is pause the recording. I'm going to fill all that out, and we'll come right back. Now that we have this purchase, I'm going to show you how to connect it to ClickFunnels. So let's jump back here to manage my domains. Okay, got the quick announcement. Okay, so here's your domain. Now in GoDaddy, you're going to, whenever you log in, you're going to, let's see, you're going to be presented with like this page, okay? You're going to want to open your account, go to Manage My Domains, and we're going to show up on this page that we just got to after we made our purchase. So you're going to want to click these 3 dots here. If you click the next steps, use my domain, you're going to be taken to GoDaddy's products. We don't want that. We want to use our own products. So click these 3 dots here and say Manage DNS. DNS stands for Domain Name Service, and it's what routes your domain. Okay. So on GoDaddy, what we're going to do is we're going to set up this CNAME here. Right now, the CNAME is repointed to go to GoDaddy's Park Domain Service, and so we're going to update that. We're going to change it. We're going to say we're going to point this to target.clickfunnels.com. Okay. This TTL here is how you prevent hackers from changing your domain. Okay. So go ahead and increase that to a really long time. 1 week will do just fine. So target.clickfunnels.com. It is a CNAME record www. Okay. And now save that. Okay. So now there's my record. Type is CNAME. The name is the www. And the value is target.clickfunnels.com. Okay. The name is this here, DCC. That's the name. Okay, so it's going to be www.leadingedgeroofing.co is what it's going to be. Now, I'm also going to set up domain name forwarding on this, and I am going to forward everything to www.leadingedgeroofing.co, permanent, forward only, no masking. And what that's going to do is anything that comes into the domain leadingedgeroofing.co is going to be redirected to www.leadingedgeroofing.co. And then when that happens, this record will kick in and it will send everybody that's going that link to ClickFunnels. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that. Okay, that is literally how easy it is. I know it's complicated. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in here, but in your DNS, I don't know who you're hosting it for, and there's no way possible that I could do a video for every single one of them. I know that GoDaddy is the most common. That's why I've created the video for doing this through GoDaddy. So go ahead, if you need to create a new CNAME and you want your funnel to be at something like go.leadingedgeroofing or something like that, then you would just update this here. So you'd click add, you would select a CNAME. The host is whatever the subdomain is that you're going to want to start from. So if you want to send them to go.leadingedgeroofing, or if you want to send them to estimate.leadingedgeroofing.com or something like that, those are all great ideas. Then you would just type in estimate, and you would do, again, target.clickfunnels. You can do as many of these as you would like. They don't hurt. They work great. And it's a good way to keep everything simplified so that you can send customers directly to different areas of your website. Okay, and it's that easy. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the ClickFunnels account, and I'm going to show you how to get this domain set up inside of ClickFunnels so we can start using it. Okay, now here we are back inside of Colton's account. We're going to go to account settings, and we're going to come over here to scroll down to domains on the left-hand side here, and we're going to add a brand new domain. Now, remember when I told you if you didn't have a domain and you're probably only going to have one, then you can set your domain up inside of ClickFunnels. That option. But if you're going to set up a brand new domain and you don't want to use GoDaddy, you just want to keep everything simplified inside ClickFunnels, you would do this. You would register a new domain right here, and the process is going to be super simplified, and that video is going to show you how to do it. We're going to use an existing domain, so we're clicking this option on the right-hand side, and it's going to ask us what domain we want to use. Again, more videos to teach you how to use the system. Go ahead and close that. Now, you cannot use a direct domain. So you cannot do leadingedge.co. I think it was leadingedgeroofing.co. You have to add the subdomain that we created, and I created two of them, www and estimate.leadingedgeroofing.co. So let's go ahead and add that domain. And it's going to ask, hey, did you create the target.clickfunnels DNS record? And yes, we've already done that step. All right, there we go. Now it realizes that it's connected, and we can connect it to a funnel here. And that's the funnel that we just created. But I'm not going to do that at this time, because I'm going to reserve that domain for the website. At this time, I am going to create the second domain, estimate.leadingedgeroofing.co, and I'm going to call that at our funnel. Okay, so let's do it again. I'm going to add a domain, and again, you can create as many different domains and subdomains as you want. So let's go use an existing domain. And this time, I'm going to delete the www, and I'm going to type in estimate.leadingedgeroofing.co. Those are free. You can create as many subdomains as you'd like. I would suggest that you not create a new one for every single funnel unless it was a very specific product or service that you wanted to simply tell people to go fill out. Okay, so let's add that next domain. And I've done this step. Okay, great job. That one is connected. So this is the one we're going to point to the funnel. and we're going to say associate it with that funnel. So the domain name service is going to take a little while to update its records. It may take up to 24 hours. So you probably won't see this showing up for a good 12 to 24 hours. Now I'm going to show you how to secure these so that this little icon turns green and that it's encrypted communications whenever anybody's on your website.